Hello. So, I just came back from watching Captain Marvel. There's a little ticket where is it? Felt like, let's see how much, $17.75 worth of concession crap, because you gotta support the movie theaters. I love going to the movies. There's my ticket. I guess B24. Bought my tickets to go see the Thursday night showing of Captain Marvel because I love Marvel. I like to see these films as soon as possible, and Thursday night viewings are always kind of the best because those are when the diehard fans go to watch the movies Thursdays, and occasionally Saturdays, too. I gotta say, after seeing this film, this is probably the worst movie in the Marvel universe, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Captain Marvel was so... You know what? I just came back from the theaters. I wanted to make this as raw as possible, and let's start out with the good things. Actually, let's start with the good. I don't care about script or anything. This is just right off the bat. Let's start off with the good. Ben Mendelsohn. Let's see if I can get I think I put a picture of Ben Mendelsohn. Ben Mendelsohn. He's the best he's by far the best part of this movie. Ben Mendelsohn. He is incredible. His line, I forgot what the line was. I think he said something like, you got to be kinder to your neighbors because you never know when you got to borrow some sugar. And then he took a sip from the drink that he had. That was the best line in the movie for me. That had me dying. So Ben Mendelsohn, his character definitely stole this movie, although it wasn't really that hard to steal because there weren't that much memorable characters except Ben Mendelsohn playing the Skrull. And what I also liked is the fact that the Skrulls, you start the movie and you think the Skrulls, they're the bad guys. Now in the comics, they're bad guys. They go to planets, they take over and stuff. But anyways, I love the fact that the Kree were actually the bad ones and not the Skrulls. So I love that twist. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect that. But I loved it. I loved the execution of it. And Ben Mendelsohn just made it that much more spectacular, if that makes any sense. What I also liked was the final battle with Captain Marvel. Final battle with Captain Marvel. When she's flying up into space, what's his name? Ronan the Accuser comes down with his ships and she's flying up there being a badass in her binary mode, and she's all glowing and stuff, taking out those ships, and Ronan is like, I'll be back. Yeah, the guy's like, for the weapon, is like, no, for her, or something like that. So definitely love that. Also love the woman that plays her best friend. I'm not sure what her real name is, but the woman that plays her best friend in the movie, that plays Carol Danvers' best friend, she's amazing. Like, she was amazing. I love every line that came out of her mouth. That woman knows how to act, and I'm surprised I haven't seen her in anything else because she was really good. Now her daughter, obviously we're gonna see her daughter later on in the MCU, and that's gonna be exciting. But that's about it. That's about it. Ben Mendelsohn as the leader of the Skrulls, and Monica Rambo, the best parts, and the twist that the Skrulls are actually kind of the good guys in this. Other than that, oh my god. Oh, this is the worst Marvel movie that I have... Only Thor, The Dark World, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. And actually, no, I thought Ant-Man and the Wasp was okay. It was okay. And Thor, The Dark World. But Captain Marvel, for me, is up there with Ant-Man and the Wasp and Thor, The Dark World. Like, it's pretty much near the bottom of the MCU movie list because it was so... I was looking forward to this movie. There has been a lot of controversy around this film about Brie Larson, and she's saying that white men, or her movie, I think it was A Twist in Time, whatever the hell that movie was, because it wasn't made for white men. And then the Rotten Tomato things happened where they took out the audience score, so you couldn't really cast your rating to show that you were excited for the film or not. I think that was the poll, to see like if you want to see the film. That's what it was. You couldn't review the film. It was just if you wanted to see it. And a lot of people were upset that she said like, you know what, you're not allowed to like this movie. You're not allowed to not like this movie. That's yeah, you're not allowed to not like this movie because it wasn't made for you, which was stupid. I gotta say, Brie Larson in this movie was infuriating. Brie Larson in this movie does not even know how to run heroically. She doesn't know how to run heroically. Every time I saw her run, I was like, what the hell? Like, are you telling me there's nobody on set that could actually teach this woman how to run heroically? Look at how she runs. That's a hero? That's really a hero. A Kree Super Warrior Force person. That's how she runs. The beginning of this film was just not a good way to start the film because it just tunes you out. It just tunes you out. As soon as you get introduced to her character, you're not automatically kind of with her. You just like, at least give us a really fun moment with her, or a badass moment with her, but we get her and Jude Law doing what? I felt that she was the worst possibly, not the worst possibly, obviously you could get people worse than her, but she was just not a good fit for the role. She was not a good fit for Captain Marvel. Brie Larson is the Kawhi Leonard of acting. Brie Larson is in these fighting scenes, right? And she's having fun. She's like, woohoo, yeah, ho, yeah, there we go, or whatever the hell she said. But the words coming out of her mouth does not match her demeanor. I can't even talk right now. The words coming out of her mouth does not match her body language. All right, she's happy, but she's saying happy words like, yeah, woohoo, let's go. But her body's like, if y'all watch the NBA, right, y'all know Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, my second favorite player in the NBA behind D Wade, right? But Kawhi Leonard, he had that famous laugh, right? It was like, you know how that laugh went. The thing is, Kawhi Leonard was laughing on the outside, but on the inside, he didn't want to laugh, all right? So you have a yin-yang mentality going on here, where you're saying one thing, but your body language is saying something completely different. So Brie Larson, she's in these fighting scenes, but she want to sound excited, and she's saying excited words, but it doesn't show that she's excited. So it just comes off as fake and phony, and her demeanor in the entire film just tunes you out. Like, are you serious? You could not have gotten anyone better than Brie Larson. Could you not have gotten anyone better than... she was in the room. She won an Oscar for Best Actress, but she just doesn't... This has nothing to do with the white male thing or any of that. It has nothing to do with the Rotten Tomatoes thing. I'm just telling you how I felt just watching this film. I was infuriated. I was... How? Like... Oh my... Imagine like a stoic actor as Tony Stark. Not Robert Downey Jr. Just who is Kyle Chandler or Kyle I can't. Imagine just a stoic actor playing Iron Man. You know how much different the Iron Man character would be? Like, the character, he's a serious actor, right? He's not like a funny guy. There's not a lot of charisma to him, but he's saying the same lines as Robert Downey Jr. Imagine how that would come off. That's how I see Brie Larson. Her delivery is just the worst. Just the worst. She's a great actress, but this movie was just not for her. But that's just how I feel about the acting. How do I feel about the entire movie overall? The script is terrible. Besides the as I told you about the Kree and the Skrull, the expectations going in is that you expect one to be bad, one to be evil, but when you actually see the movie, it's a bit different. I love that. Ben Mendelsohn, the humor. I love that. But also some of the humor just didn't work. There was a thing with the lunchbox. It was, what? What? What are you, come on. Kevin Feige, you approve of this shit? This is in no way saying that, this is in no way meant to be sexist or anything like that. I am just giving you my raw emotions from this film, and it pissed me off. The first hour of this film, the in space stuff, with her being in Star Force, it was like, it puts you to sleep. It puts you to sleep because it doesn't automatically get you connected to her. They don't give you like a fun scene with her. They don't give you like a badass scene with her. It's like, okay, yeah, this is the woman and she's gonna become Captain Marvel, and oh, great. And the thing that also infuriates me with this film is that it was built up. They built up Brie Larson. They built up Captain Marvel as this person that would challenge Thanos. Let me get a picture of Thanos. Where's Thanos? Thanos, where? That's my screensaver. Where? Is that Thanos? No. Where? There, yeah, Thanos. They built this woman up as someone who would challenge Thanos. So what exactly in this movie made me think that, you know what, this woman has a chance against Thanos? Nothing. Not one thing in this movie made me think, oh, she could beat Thanos. Not one thing. Oh, she's great. She has these photon blasts that she can blast people into space and destroy spaceship and look cool in her binary form and all of that crap. Okay, yeah, Thanos got 6 freaking Infinity Stones, including the power gem that could do anything that she just did in that film. There was not one thing that she did in that film that I thought, you know what, she poses a threat to Thanos. Not one damn thing. Now, in one of the interviews, Nick Fury, Sam Jackson said that, you know what, she might be able to travel through time. So when I heard, oh, she might be able to travel through time, I'm like, okay, you know what, we might have something there. This woman can travel through time, so maybe she can go back a couple seconds or go forward a couple seconds to know exactly what Thanos is gonna do to try to like catch him off guard. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's possible. She has a chance. But all she does in the film is just shoot blasts and fly. We have seen a lot of people who can fly. Superman, everyone can fly. Iron Man can fly. Except she's in binary mode and she has fire all over her like Phoenix. Oh, cool. Yeah, look at me. I'm in binary form. I'm gonna take on Thanos. Really? Really? Not one thing. Kevin Feige, everyone said how powerful this woman is. How powerful she is. And yeah, she's strong. But a threat to Thanos? If this woman deals the final blow to Thanos, I'm gonna be pissed. If she becomes the leader of the Avengers, I'm okay with it. But her character can't be that way. She has to change. I'd rather see Black Panther or maybe Peter Parker or Black Widow become the new leader of the new Avengers than Captain Marvel. No. Absolutely no. I was looking forward to this film. I wanted to love this film. I see the Rotten Tomato score. This film is at an 84% on Rotten Tomato. Are you kidding me? If this was a DC film, it would have like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes if this was a DC film. Marvel, by the way, is my favorite of the comics, okay? I love Marvel over DC. I love Marvel. The only character I love in DC I like a lot is The Flash, and they still haven't even made a Flash movie with him, alright? But I'm just saying, if this was a DC film, it would have a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. But I think people are just forced to like this film because, oh, there was this controversy about Brie Larson and white men and feminism and all of that shit. So we gotta like this film because if we don't like this film, then we're gonna look bad. We can't look bad. So we gotta like it. But it was not a 80-something%. This is like a 65%. 65. The script was not that good. It was insulting. The last hour of the movie was finally when the movie got kind of good to me. Finally when it got kind of good. And the action sucks. I don't know if you guys seen Taken 3. Taken 3. There was like, what's his name? Liam Neeson was hopping over a fence. It took like 20 shots to have Liam Neeson hop over the damn fence. No, I'm not saying these action scenes take 20 shots for you to see what's going on. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying they were just poorly choreographed. Who the hell were the stunt people behind the scenes of this film? Brie Larson, there were commercials of her doing these cool stuff. So you're like, oh, okay, we're going to see some cool shit from Brie Larson in this movie. Do we see any cool shit from Brie Larson in this movie? Nope. No. She flew into space, blew up one of the accusers of ships. That was it. Oh, and don't let me get started with the freaking cat. Started off, the cat. When we first get introduced to the cat, I love the cat. The cat was adorable. You know, I actually like the part where they're measuring the threats of like the cat, and they're like, you know, highly destructive or, you know, dangerous, and Nick Fury's like 0. Like, this guy's he's not a threat at all. 0 threat whatsoever. So I actually love that. And the part where when the cat just like turned into this tentacle monster thingy, I was like, that was just weird to me. That didn't deserve to be in the film. It literally, I was like, what the hell? Obviously I knew the cat would wasn't really a cat. I knew it was some kind of alien creature, but the tentacle looking thing and the way they used it to beat the other guys was really, that was insulting to our intelligence. And don't let me get started about insulting with Nick Fury's eye. Nick Fury's eye was taken out by a cat. That's what took Nick Fury's eyes. Oh yeah. Let's not forget, in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Nick Fury said, you know what? Well, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. So he trusted the cat, and he lost an eye. A cat. All right. A Kree didn't blow his eye out. You know, he didn't get betrayed by a scroll. No, a cat. A cat took Nick Fury's eye. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? So God, this is raw. This is just me. I feel a lot better now. Having said all of that, I feel a lot better now than I did before. Really, I really feel a lot better. Just venting my frustration. I was like the end credit scene, right? Where I thought this was a good end credit scene. Partially a good end credit scene. See, it was good. I was loving it. You see Captain America, man. Captain America, Black Widow looking sexy. And I think you had the Hulk, right? So they're tapping into, I guess they retrieved the transmitter that Nick Fury dropped when he got Thanos. And they try to send a signal again. So they're like, oh, it's not working. And then out of nowhere, just like an RKO, Captain Marvel is there. It's like, where's Fury? Oh, fuck. She says, where's Fury? I burst out laughing in the theater. I was the only one laughing. And everyone knew that I wasn't laughing because, oh, it was funny. I was laughing because of how stupid it was. I should explain. I'm not saying it was... What am I saying? What am I saying? I'm saying I didn't expect that, all right? In the Avengers Endgame trailer, we have Iron Man in space, so we're like theorizing. Who is going to rescue Iron Man? Is it going to be Captain Marvel? Is it going to be Rescue, as in Pepper Potts? Who's going to rescue him? So, okay, I thought it would have been good to have the possibility out there that Captain Marvel could possibly rescue Iron Man. You know, I thought it would be good to leave that possibility out there. But here we have Captain Marvel showing up, be like, where's Fury? It's like, where was the build-up to her reappearance on Earth? This woman has been gone for over, what, 20, 30, 20-something years? I don't know, 20-something years? Yeah, a long time. So I expected her debut in the Avengers movie to be ground-shattering. You know, look at Wonder Woman. When Wonder Woman showed up in that fight between Batman and Superman and Doomsday. Oh my, that was an amazing moment. The music that was playing, Wonder Woman, holy hell. We wanted to see more Wonder Woman from that scene just alone. We wanted to see more of her. That's the type of introduction you need for these characters in these gigantic movies. Captain Marvel ain't gonna make that much money. You think I'm gonna see that movie a second time? Really? You think I'm gonna see Captain Marvel a second time? There was not one moment in that film that I want to see again. Not one. Not one. But instead of like introducing her in the Avengers movie in a badass way, we have her show up in the end credits saying, "Where's Fury?" And that infuriated me. How many times have I said infuriated? I don't even know how many times. That pissed me off because I was just imagining such a really good scene. And yes, my expectations were blown, you know. That's what I expected for her to have a cool appearance, but she just shows up out of the blue in an end credits scene. You want to push this woman as the next leader of the Avengers or whatever, and you have her show up, not in the Avengers movie with the rest of the Avengers, but in an end credit scene. After that, I went to go take a piss. I came back in the theater, waited for the last final end credits. And what do we get? We got a cat throwing up the freaking Tesseract. Tesseract. A cat. As soon as I saw the cat, I was like, I got up, I walked out. Because that was, what the hell? I wanted to walk out of that movie, man. The beginning, really wanted you to walk out, like the first hour, just really wanted you to walk out of that movie because how stupid the action was. But I'm still trying to remember which part I really wanted to get up and leave. I don't know. I think it was after Nick Fury said the Avengers came because of, you know, what happened with Captain Marvel. That's how the Avengers came about. And I kind of knew the movie was over after Nick Fury was on the computer and all of that. So I kind of knew it was over. The movie was over at that time. And I think I wanted to just walk out. I don't even think I wanted to see the end credits or the post credits, man. I just wanted to get up out of there. And I haven't felt that way since watching Fantastic Four, the reboot. I haven't felt that way in the movie theater since Fantastic. The script, the direction of this film was terrible. This was a really, I don't know if I could blame Brie Larson 100% saying, okay, this is all because of you. Maybe it's the directors and how the directors wanted the character to come across. You know, maybe that's not what Brie Larson wanted to do, but the director's like, yeah, this is what you got to do, man. Your countenance, your facial expressions, they got to be like this. You know, that's. I understand this character is I guess you can call her an what do you call it? She suffers from amnesia or whatever, and you know she got memory problems. I understand that. So because she suffers from memory problems, you don't know who you are. You know, you can't be as charismatic as you normally would be because you're not in your own body. You don't know who the hell you are, so you can't be charismatic. But after she learned who she was, I expected more from her, but her character didn't change. She was still the same character who's unsure of herself, and she's saying these words that are meant to be joyful words, but her physical embodiment of those words were not there. Why am I struggling to say that? This movie not gonna make a lot of money. It's not. As the person that was said to be capable of beating Thanos, leaving this film, you don't feel like this woman has a chance. Captain Marvel has any chance against Thanos, and I'm not sure why they had to have Captain Marvel get her powers from a woman, not a man. In the comics, we know she got her powers from Marvel. Jude Law, her commander in this film, is who she actually got her powers from in the movie. He was supposed to be Marvel. She got her powers from a man, Marvel. But in the film, in the age of 2019, we can't have a strong, powerful hero like Captain Marvel get her powers from a man. No way, we can't have that whatsoever. So hey, let's make it so she gets her power from a woman. Awesome. Great. I don't know what else to add. As I said, this was probably the most disappointed I've been in a Marvel film in a long time. And it wasn't just about expectations. It was just not a good film. The pacing was just so weird, and you can't get behind the character because the actor is just not right for this role. Fantastic actress, but this role wasn't for her. She sounds weird. She's like Kawhi Leonard. If Kawhi Leonard become an actor, that's what Brie Larson is. It's like I'm done. What's your thoughts on the film? Let me know below. And if you like what I do here, want to see more clips, subscribe button and join the ascension. Whatever the hell my name is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel a lot better now.